Hey guys, welcome back. So we are outside today and I'm super excited to show you my new little garden bed that I have here. So thank you so much to Vego garden bed. They sent this out to me. They actually sent it out to me this fall and I wanted to set up early this spring, so I have it set up now. That was so kind of them to send that to me. They wanted to send me this frost cover and then I was like, well, I don't have a Vego bed, and so they ended up sending me this too, which was really nice. I ended up getting the classic bed, the 26-inch height, and there's lots of different configurations you can do with this, which is super nice, and this is what I ended up with. And then I got the frost cover system, which is really nice. So I have this frame and then I have the cover that we'll talk about in a minute. And they did give me a little discount code for you guys. Put it here so you guys can see it. I think it's Polished Garden 10 off. So that's $10 off for a purchase. And I do think they have a sale going on right now. And I think they're like 31% off at the moment, which is really nice. And they actually have sales quite frequently, which is really nice. And so I was so excited to get this because I have seen Vego garden bed all over. Everyone talks about them, and so I'm excited to try this out. And as you can see here, we have it in a new spot in my garden. We have gone through the process of putting this up over the last couple weeks. It's taken quite a bit of time because we had a few obstacles in the way. So I'm going to insert some videos and kind of tell you guys what we've done to get this Vego bed garden where it is. You can see my peach tree's gone. So let's turn the camera around and we'll talk a little bit about that. Things just aren't super pretty outside, and this view back here is a little bit messy. This is the back of our yard right here, and then that's the neighbor's yard. But so I'll try to keep it over here where we can see things look a little more tidy. But so we have this size and I absolutely love it. So my peach tree was here. My husband and I walked around the yard and we're trying to decide what we're going to do in this area, and we talked a lot about different things, and I think eventually someday I'll have a greenhouse here. And we came out here and we were looking at the peach tree, and I could tell, and I wish I recorded a video of it, but the peach tree had gamosis, so it was like leaking sap, and it had that issue in the summer. I had come out here and picked peaches, and even the peaches were oozing sap, and so I knew it was under stress. And we had moved it twice because we ended up planting it here, and then we ended up putting in this wall, and then we moved it, and so it was under some stress, and it did end up getting attacked with some bugs. So we came in here, it had like tunneling all through the trunk, and it just did not look healthy. And so I was just ready to take it down, and it's gonna have to be taken down anyway because I think I will have a greenhouse over here someday, which will be really nice. Piper, Piper's playing in the creek down there. But anyway, so we came in here with the tractor. It's so nice to have that tractor, and we just pull it right out. The roots were pretty shallow. It was kind of sad though. I really love peaches. It's like my favorite fruit. And so I don't know, eventually we'll have one somewhere someday. I'm not sure, but we took that out, and then we kind of leveled this area here. And then I thought this is the perfect place to have this Vego bed until I get a greenhouse, which could be several years. And so we took this out here. So this was pretty easy to set up. It's got a really nice strong frame, and all you had to do was connect the pieces together that you have here. So I'll insert some video and we'll kind of go through it as I'm talking. But first thing you do is you peel the plastic off, which was pretty simple to do, and it went pretty quickly with my husband and my son helping me, which was so nice. And then you really could probably do this by yourself, but it was nice to have their help just to have all the pieces held up. We figured out what size I wanted. I could have put two more panels in and made it a little bit longer. There's different configurations that you can do, which is really nice. But I thought this was a good size to fit here so that I could walk around it. And then we came in with the support rods inside, and that really helps it hold together when you fill all that dirt in there. And those are pretty easy to figure out. We put 2 up on the higher level and then 3 down at the lower level. and that really helps it to stay stabilized. These are built very nice. So you just put the screws in loosely, and then you come around and tighten them all once you have it all together. So then we came out here and prepped the area a little bit. We cleaned up where we had pulled out the peach tree, and then leveled it out as much as we could, and then just kind of groomed that chat to make it look a little better, and that was really nice to do, to have it look nice and fresh. So we brought it out here, and it took me a minute to figure out exactly how I wanted it.
But more this way.
Yeah. No. I like to see that. I see that looks.
The one stuff. So in line with this.
Just enough to walk around comfortably. Space here. I kind of was thinking I wanted it this way and had it a little bit shorter, and I'd get another one, but then I thought, well, I really don't want to invest my money into this more because we were going to buy soil. So I thought I'm just going to keep it long and do it this way. Canyon, will you step to the side for a minute? Nice, babe. This way. So once we got figured out where we wanted it, I thought this was like the perfect spot for it, because this is the spot that gets full sun. And also out here I have this other garden bed that I need to clean up here that I plant things in. I'll probably do like sunflowers and cosmos here, and then I'm going to do a lot of cut flowers in here, or maybe even some veggies. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do this summer. So we found that this was a good spot, and then we needed to figure out what to put in it. So like I said, it was a couple weeks process just getting everything organized and all put together, and we ended up going with like a mulch topsoil mix because it was a little bit cheaper just for the bottom. I mean, topsoil is not a good idea to put in raised garden beds, but it's a little bit lighter because of the mulch, and so we did about a third of that at the bottom, and then the rest was raised garden bed soil that we bought in bulk. That was the most inexpensive way to do it, but it did add up a little quickly because of that. We also came in here and we set up this drip line. We couldn't do it the day that we put in the dirt because it was quite frozen outside. In fact, I wanted to do the tractor on the grass when it was frozen outside, so we didn't get tracks in our grass when it was wet and soggy. So after that, I came back in and we dug it up under here. I have a video of that I'll show you guys. We just put in a little union and brought it over here, and then brought it up and then covered it back up with that chat. And that's so nice. I already had a drip line that was accessible because we have a drip line here. Let me show you. So we added this line last summer, which was so nice, in this box here. Here's the cover that I'm going to show you in a minute. But we added its own separate line here. So it has drip line on these, and look, the tulips are coming up and daffodils. So excited. And then it has drip line for this, and then it runs under here. We actually need to come in here this summer. I can tell that it's leaking in this spot. The end of the summer I was like, oh, it's got a little hole, so we do need to fix that. But then it comes along here, and then it feeds up into this, which is really nice. And then I have a drip line that comes over here for this pot, which is really nice. Look at our pansies, so fun. And then I actually have a drip line that goes down here for some plants that I have down there, just because our sprinklers don't really reach down there. We also have a line that comes down here to this little strip. And so that's where we came off of here and got our water line up to here. So now we have this in this spot, and it's gonna be so nice. Even though I'm pretty sad about the peach tree. Now the pear tree is probably gonna have to get moved eventually too, because the more we talked about it, I think I eventually want a greenhouse here, and I want that tree to get too large, but we're not gonna deal with that this year. So it took about 4 big buckets of our tractor to fill that with dirt, and I have some left over that I can use in some of my pots this year, which will be really nice. So I'm glad I bought that in bulk. That was well worth it and a little bit cheaper than like going and getting bags of soil. So let's talk more about this. This frame is so nice. I'm super excited to have it. It's very cold today. Well, not very cold. It's like low 30s. We've been in the 50s. It's been the craziest, most mild winter. So I don't even know if I'm going to be able to use this frost cover. I probably will for a few nights. But I want to plant some ranunculus in here so that I can have those in springtime, and I'm just waiting on those corms to get here. I feel like they're taking a long time to get here. I even called Eden Brothers, which I ordered them from, and they were like, yeah, a lot of people are wanting them sooner because I want to plant them out here, you know, with this protection. I can do that and get them started a lot earlier before it gets really hot. And so they said they might even change their policy on shipping those kinds of things because they realize that people want corms sooner than they think. So they were waiting on their distributor, so they're going to send them as soon as they can. I ordered them from another place, I think from Fleur Farms, and those should be here in a couple days. So that's what I'm going to plan on doing in here and using that frost cover, and it's going to be so nice because those nights when it gets chilly, I can have that extra protection. And maybe even at the end of this year in the fall, I can use this frost cover and just plant them out here in the fall and then have them come up. But we'll talk more about that when I do that. Let's talk about this frost cover. It's got this nice solid frame. It was pretty easy to set up too. It just has these long poles that screw in here at the base, and then these just pop on with the arches with these little connectors, and it really was quite an easy process. I totally could have done it by myself, but I really appreciated my husband's help. He was out here helping me get that all put together, and I'll insert some video of us working on that so you guys can see that. Okay, so here it is with the cover on. It's a little bit bigger because we did the configuration a little bit smaller, but it's so nice. It has these Velcro ties that you can tie here to hold it together on the poles, and then it has these string ties too, which is really nice. And then it has this nice feature where it has this Velcro on the top here, so I can like take this down with a nice zipper front, which goes on quite snug, which is really, really nice. So I could have this a little bit wider and this would fit, and I can have it a little bit longer and it will fit, but it actually fits really nice the way it is too. So I can zip this up and tie it all up, and it'll have that protection when it gets really cold outside, and it will protect against rain and hail and wind and frost. And it also has some UV protection on the film, and I think it lets like 80% of light through. I don't know the technicalities on that, but it definitely lets light through for your seeds. So I'm going to open this again. What's nice is you can flip this back up and Velcro it up here, and then you can work in it like this, which is really nice. So it's like my own little greenhouse, which I've never had. So I'm excited about that. And I feel like I'm even going to be able to store, if I don't have plants in here, I can even store things in here, or start some seeds in here too. I don't know. I'm excited to try lots of different things with this. I think that will be really fun for me to experiment with, because I'm definitely new to this, or having any sort of a greenhouse at all. So this is the perfect start for me to have like this mini greenhouse and frost protector. And I want to say too that you can get on there, they have different sizes you can get. So if you already have a Vego garden bed, you can look and see what Vego beds they work on. I know they work on the classic, and there's another one that they work on, but you can look that up on the website, and then you can figure out what size cover that you would need. So anyway, I'm super excited to try this, and I'm so grateful that Vego sent this to me. It just makes me feel so happy, and I'm excited to use it. So hopefully I can get some ranunculus out here and try to grow them, and hopefully be successful this year, because last year I was not very successful. So I'm hoping that this really helps me. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and don't forget there's links down below if you want to look at the product. So we'll see you guys next time. Bye.